Welcome to the channel. For those who don't know, my name is Rune and today we're going to do something a bit different. Today I'm going to act like a sort of pagan investigator, a pagan Sherlock Holmes, where I investigate Holland's pagan past. Now I have already done one video in this series about a year ago where I found an old farm with rune inscriptions which proved that people who built that farm practiced rune magic on a daily basis. If you can watch that, I'll put that in the description below. But what I found today is even more incredible. I found a church somewhere in Holland which has rune magic in the very fabric of the church. I'm not talking about a little carving, a little graffiti. No, the mason that made that church actually put runes inside of the church for everybody to see. Believe me or don't believe me? I don't care, because I'm taking you with me today on a little field trip. So we're going walking. I'm going to show you the church. We're going to talk about it, and even more in the second part of this video, we're going to talk about what this means for the implications of the spread of Christianity and the timeline, because this changes a lot. You ready? Let's go. So here we are. Where are we? We are in the village of Borculo at the St. George Church in the province of Gelderland. We can get right through it. If you follow me, you have here on my left there's the entrance, and on the back there's something on the wall. There's the Rune Gebo partnership while you enter the church. Now, if you're skeptical, and it's okay to be skeptical, you're going to say, well, yeah, it's the Rune Gebo, but it's also just an X. You know, it doesn't prove anything. And you're right. But wait, there's more. If I go to the side of the church, it's cold today. Over here. Here. Look behind me. Maybe I can do it picture in picture. What you see here is the rune Ingwas. Now there's two ways to draw Ingwas. They're just like the square, and there's like the two X's. So there you have a fertility rune, but it gets better, because if you zoom in, what you see is that there's the Ingwas rune, and it's hard to see. I hope you can see it clearly on the video. That it just kind of morphs in. There's two crosses attached to the Ingwas rune. I'll see if I can do picture in picture, if I can show you properly. There are crosses next to the Ingwas rune, which basically kind of means that it's kind of like a bind rune, but they bind rune Ingwas and the Christian cross, which is very strange. Now, if you're not convinced still that this church has runes, I present to you my final piece of evidence. Looks awfully familiar now, does it? That's Otala, without a doubt. Now, when was this church constructed? This church was constructed in the year 1509. We were told by historians that Holland became Christian about like 800 BC. About 600 the first missionaries came, and 200 years at least the south was Christianized, and shortly after the whole year. Now it's one thing if you find some runes embedded in like a farm somewhere deep in the forest, like I did on the previous episode of Holland's Pagan Past. It's another to find it in the front of a church. Now, experts have been debating what this means for a very long time, and they're just not quite sure. And that's actually quite nice because that gives me a chance to speculate what it could be. Why would they put runes on the front and on the side of a church? I think it could be like an advertisement, especially that Otala rune, because it means inheritance, and it's here on the side there's even more. It's marking it. You could see it as a double Ingwas rune with Isa like a bind rune on the back. Now, what that could mean, what that last one would mean, I don't know, by the way. But I think this is not proof, but it's a sign that the old ways survived far, far longer than what we were told in school. By the way, if you like this kind of content, because I believe there's nobody doing this kind of content in Holland at the moment, there's very few people doing content like this, it would mean a lot if you would share this video, because this is a big hint that paganism survived long, long, long after that we were being told, and that the old gods and the old ways basically almost never left. So that's all I got to show you for now. Ga met de goden en tot volgende week.